Good morning, Miss. Today I will talk about Jean Piaget. Jean Piaget was a psychologist from Switzerland. She studied how children think and learn. She said that children grow through four stages. She also believed that children learn by doing, exploring, and experiencing. In the movie Inside Out, Riley shows how children think and feel differently at different ages.
Now I will introduce the character Riley Addison from the movie Inside Out. Riley is a cheerful and kind girl who really values of her family and friendship. However, her life changed when she moved to a new city because of her father's job. Because of this change, Riley started to feel stressed and emotionally unstable. She lost her old friend and has to adapt to a new environment, which is not easy for her. In the movie, Riley's inner world is shown through five emotions. At first, she tried to rely mostly on happiness, but as the story goes on, she slowly learns that sadness is important. When Riley grows older and enters adolescence, she begins to face issues like self-identity and social pressures. Although she experienced anxiety, she eventually learned to accept her imperfections and become more mature.
Now I will explain the sensorimotor stage. This stage is for children from 0 to 2 years old. In this stage, children learn by using their senses and action, like seeing, touching, and moving. They explore things around them, for example, touching objects or putting things in their mouth. They also start to recognize familiar people like their parents or friends. They cannot use language yet and show simple emotions like crying, smiling, or laughing.
Now, I will explain Riley development based on the pre-operational stage, which is from 2 to 7 years old. At this stage, children are self-centered, which means they understand the world mainly from their own perspective. Riley also show this behavior also show these behaviors as she sometimes find it difficult to understand others people's feelings. They also think based on feeling rather than logical thinking. Rather, early memories are based on happy moments with family and friends, showing her emotional ways of thinking. Her understanding of emotion is still simple, mainly happiness and sadness, but not more complex emotional yet. Children in this stage develop symbolic thinking. Riley showed this through her imagination and play, which help her express her inner thought and feeling. Overall, Riley showed typical characteristics of this stage, such as egocentrism, simple emotional understanding, and gradually developing thinking skill.
In the concrete operation stage, children start to think more logically. They can understand cause and effect, times, and different ideas clearly. They are less centered and can understand others people's feeling. For example, they know that a person can feel happy and sad at the same time. Children can solve problems step by step, but they still need real example to understand better. Overall, children at this stage have better thinking skill, understand emotion better, and can see things from different perspectives.
Before Riley started thinking about how her emotion affect her action, she experienced strong emotion. For example, she feels sad about moving to a new city and miss her old home and friends. She also feels confused and worried about going to a new school and meet new people. Sometimes, She feels angry her parents' decision and the change around her. Although she is happy sometimes, these moments of joy are often covered by sadness and worry. Building on this early emotional experience, in the formal operational stage, Riley is able to think more abstractly and use hypothetical reasoning. This means she can consider different possibilities and plan for the future. In the movie, moving to a new city is a big challenge that makes Riley feel confused and emotional. However, instead of only reacting emotionally, she begins to think about how her feelings influence her action. She realized that both happiness and sadness are important, and she starts to plan how to adapt to her new school, make new friends, and adjust her behavior. This action shows that Riley can think beyond the present situation, consider different outcomes, and make thoughtful decisions. Her behavior clearly reflects Piaget's former operational stage, especially in abstract thinking, understanding emotion, and planning ahead. At the end of the movie, Riley expressed both happiness and sadness to her parents. She understands that sadness is not bad, but help her connect with others and feel better. This shows abstract thinking because she no longer thinks in a simple way like happy is good, sad is bad, and understand complex emotions and how they guide her behavior. Next, I will pass to Ian.
In conclusion, Piaget theory helps us understand how children think and grow. Children develop from simple thinking to more complex thinking. This story of Inside Out shows this stage clearly and highlight the importance of emotions. Understanding this helps teachers and parents support the children better. Thank you.